So the title of this exhibit is Massive Change. Why did you call it that?
Well, that's exactly what we're living through. I mean, what we saw is that over the last 50 years or so, we've developed an absolutely radically new capacity to affect the world. Our ability to change the environment that we live in, from the entire environment itself, from the global systems that we live with, to living organisms.
It's not exactly like visual design. It's not like designing toasters as I look around me. What kind of design are you talking about?
Well, we're talking about human capacity. So by design, in this case, we mean the ability to change the world. And what we did in our project was to take the visual out of the equation. Practically everything that we experience is through a designed environment. When you think about, you're driving your car to work, you're going home, you're working, you're speaking on the phone, you're watching television. These are all designed experiences, and that's the world that we live in. So for instance, in the movement economy, we see that worldwide, even though we're doing all kinds of fairly ridiculous things, we're also committed to producing sustainable mobility. Nowhere we could find people who said, you know what, we're actually going to go back to not driving around. We produced a wall called the traffic wall that is traffic from 90 cities in the world. While the world may not have embraced secular democracy, it has embraced traffic. And in everywhere else in the world, there's an amazing embrace of the idea of the car. And we know that, in fact, the places that don't have it are desperate to get it. So we know that that's where we're going. The question is, how are we actually going to do it in a way that takes fewer resources, it's more intelligent, it's more sustainable, and that's the higher order of design.
What do you say to people who call you a dreamer?
Well, very few people call me a dreamer, actually. People are reluctant to see what's actually going on. Partly because of your side of the business, which has a kind of mind-numbing insistence on crisis. So you have a very hard time dealing with positive developments. We're living in a moment of incredible production of new ideas. The internet is adding 10 million pages a day, and we have access to that. And we're adding access to it as well. As that happens, it's explosive what the potential is in the most positive sense. We're also introducing a project that you can get involved with, that you can connect to. And if you go online, you can get involved in those things and in many, many more. I mean, the kind of scope of involvement is pretty incredible.
Great. Well, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Appreciate having you.
Thank you.